Hello, and welcome back to some more emulator content. Today we will be going over the NES emulator. I will show you from start to finish how to set up the emulator, install the games, and then configure the settings. The first thing we want to do is go over to Vim's layer. Over on Vim's layer, we want to search for the NES emulators. To do this, we can search the emulation layer. In the emulation layer, we can see a list of emulators. The one we are looking for is the Nintendo section. This is the NES emulators. The one we are going to be downloading today is the FCU-EX emulator. This is only available on Windows, and unfortunately, there are no NES emulators available for Mac. But if you are looking for an Android NES emulator, there is another one available there. We will go over that in another video. For this video, we will proceed to download the Windows version. Once the download is complete, we will do a bit of organization, although this is completely optional. Like from previous videos, we created an emulators and a games folder. This is just where we will hold all our emulators and all our games so we don't get them mixed up or confused in the future. With that, we can unzip the emulator and then we can go into it and open the exe file. You can usually spot the exe file just by the representative icon, but make sure it is the right file you are running. So there you have it. You have successfully downloaded the FCU-EX NES emulator. Now we can proceed on to getting games and running them. So now we can go back over to Vim's layer and find ourselves some ROMs. Now while saying this, I do not promote piracy or any illegal use of ROMs. This is simply for educational purposes only. And if you want to download any of these ROMs from Vim's layer or anywhere else, I suggest you have the physical copy at first, as that is the respectful and proper thing to do. Once again, not legal advice. Now that we have our game, we want to put it somewhere that's easily accessible. Inside of our games folder we created earlier, we will create another folder called NES and place our game into it and extract it. Once extracted, we can open up the emulator again and then target our NES folder. Find our game and open it. And there you go. Mike is waiting for your challenge. By default, the keyboard will be set up to be the controller. To change this, we can go into Config and Input. Here, we can select the controller type and then map the controller buttons. In my case, I will be using an Xbox controller, therefore I will choose the gamepad. Next, I will map the controller buttons. First, I will start up with the left, up, right, down buttons. For these, I will simply just map them to the D-pad, or you can map them to the joystick if you'd like. Next, we will map all the other buttons to respective buttons on the Xbox controller that make sense, but feel free to map these to whatever you'd like. And there you have it. You have successfully downloaded an NES emulator onto your PC. And I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did, and taken a trip down memory lane with the good old classic, the NES. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more content coming soon. Or, if there are any emulators or emulator content that you would like me to go over, please let me know in the comments, or any other topics. Your feedback is invaluable and helps me create better content for you guys. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.